was it for Rastafari? I and I would have no strength to survive. Hey, let us take a look around, see what's going down. Yo, tell me how come here in Jamaica so many people still have fight Rasta? Tell me how come.
Well, you know, out here, since I've been in Bahamas, I can't tell you this, that you're the first Rasta I meet now officially since I've been in Bahamas. So, they are no real good friends. Key.
Harold Delgado Napier, aka Spolly, was born in Kingston, Jamaica, at Victoria Jubilee Hospital on April 23, 1949. Spent most of his life in Kingston. Presently resides in Spanish Town, former capital of Jamaica. Spolly is a self-taught writer and has been honing his craft over the many years. He has composed a catalog of poems, and several of those have been published in Jamaica's Daily Gleaner. One of Spolly's short stories, Oreto Delgado, appeared in Small Axe. It's a journal published by UWI Jamaica. Apart from his literary contributions, Spolly is a skilled leather crafter who specializes in leather crafting. He's also a mechanical engineer certified by the Union of Lancashire and Cheshire Institute, London, England. Spolly is the father of 4 daughters and 1 son, and his hobbies are reading, writing, reasoning, and cooking. In a few minutes, Spolly will, in a few seconds, Spolly will step forward and give you a few of his poems, followed by questions and an open conversation. And now, ladies and gentlemen, and just introduce to you, and please give him a warm welcome, Harold Delgado Napier, aka Spolly.
I would say thanks for the hearty welcome. I say I have such a wonderful audience. I'm going to commence with the first poem on your list, which is Melt. Melt, well, I composed Melt about 35, 40 years ago. It's really, I was doing some writing, and where I was, there was no light, so I had to use candle to do the writing. So during the time I was using the candle, I was just looking at the candle and saw the fire is on top of it, you know, and it just was melting. So I composed that poem called Melt. Melt, O candle, by the weight of thy flames atop. Melt for thy purpose, by the weight of thy flames atop. Until I will perish within thee, until thy purpose die, until I will no longer entertain the weight of thy flames atop. Melt until thy beautiful flame kill thy purpose. Melt, O candle, melt. Melt, O candle, melt, by the weight of thy flames atop. The other poem on your paper is The Mission. The Mission was composed, I perceived the mission in 2011 when I visited your beautiful Bahamas. Yes, that's where I was inspired to compose that poem. However, the poem that follows it is really the precursor, because the poem that follows it, I Am Me, was composed 40 years before. So the mission is called 4 years ago, because it's 2011. I need to be in tune with me, to be the best me that I can be. I've got life to live, and love to give, things to do and dreams to pursue. I shift mental gears and I began to steer. From my head I had to depart to take a trip to my heart. And for a moment in time, I spend the time trying to meet the person called me. I am the liquid in my tears and refreshment in my glass of water. I am the song I sing and the meaning of a poem. I am the place I stand and I am a helping hand. I am tears of joy and I am joy in grief. I am a dewdrop upon a leaf. I am me. You inside of me. I keep thinking that something inside of me belongs to you. And hey, you owe me something. I keep thinking that all your voyages shall bring you in my waters, and my shore shall always arrest thy vessel. I keep thinking that you're a chartered course, and your life shall chart the dimension of your journey to this thing inside of me. I keep thinking this thing inside of me, the quench of life stirs, and you're in life desert. I keep thinking that thy ship shall find the oasis of our life's ocean. I keep thinking, you shall water thy vessel at the feet of my sea, and thy life and thy ship shall find the oasis of our life ocean, and this thing inside of me shall harbor you upon my shore. Consideration. I was about to think, and then I began to think about what I was about to think about. I am thinking about what I'm thinking about to see if I should be thinking about what I'm thinking about. I am thinking about my thoughts. What if I'm thinking about that which I should not be thinking about? I am thinking about framing my thoughts. I am thinking about being certain about what I am uncertain about. I am thinking about doubt, thinking about getting it out. I am thinking about thinking how to think. I am thinking that I am my thoughts. I am thinking that thoughts can lead mind astray. I am thinking that I need to picture the change before I attempt to change the picture. I am thinking that if I don't understand the misunderstanding, I am bound to misunderstand the understanding. I am considering my thoughts, considering my consideration to see if what I'm considering is worthy of consideration. I am considering words, word as in word, word as in race, word as in place, word like space, spacious space, inner space, outer space, head space, foot space, and my space. I am considering maintaining pace within this universal space. I am considering that I don't have to do what I intend to do, but I must do something, even when I'm doing nothing. I am considering words like implosive and explosive, inclusion and exclusion, attraction, distraction and extraction. I am considering light, flashlight, searchlight, spotlight, highlight, low light, sunlight, starlight, stop and go light, brakes light, tail light, and headlight. I am considering word like minefield. I am considering mine as an explosive device, mine as a valuable resource, mine as belonging to me. I am considering the value of my mind. I am mindful of mining this mine of mine, which is worth more than all the diamond, gold, and silver mines. Mine, 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 mine. Tony. You know, in life, we have we need to look within ourselves and see where we are not certain, and try to be certain. The difference between believing and knowing is what really is an important factor. The tunnel, like hot air through funnel, they travel through the tunnel. Afraid to cleave from what they believe, so they reside in fear like they don't care, and seal the deal with the way they feel. To you I say, yourself you betray when you stand in your way. For goodness sake, take a break and locate your faith. Your thoughts you need to purge, for body and soul to merge. Until you leave whatever you believe and go for what you know, you shall dwell in your shadow rather than in your glow. Like hot air through a funnel, they travel through the tunnel, blind in the mind so they linger behind. Though filled with grief, they cling to their belief and accept defeat as if incomplete. To you I say, yourself you betray when you stand in your way. For goodness sake, take a break and locate your faith. Your thoughts you need to purge, for body and soul to merge. Until you leave whatever you believe and go for what you know, you shall dwell in your shadow rather than in your glow. Like hot air through a funnel, they travel through the tunnel. Afraid to cleave for where that they believe and seal the deal with the way they feel. They have the urge to emerge but don't know how to surge. They reach for hope yet unable to cope with the slope. All variable seems unbearable and all position becomes disposition. Scared yet unable to conquer their fear. To you I say, yourself you betray when you stand in your way. For goodness sake, take a break and locate your faith. Your thoughts you need to purge, for body and soul to merge. Until you leave whatever you believe and go for what you know, you shall dwell in your shadow rather than in your glow. Picture, picture. My little grandson saying where he's going to introduce picture, picture.
Trying to picture, yes, picture, with a new picture.
You see, when I was a child, because I'm 66 years of age now, when I was a child, probably like his age or like she, there were some pictures that I used to see, images that they used to show us One particular one is the one where they say when you do wrong, you have the angel that come from out of the sky and execute judgment. So they used to show, you know, like these creatures flying with wings and with sword coming to the earth to execute judgment. So based on that concept, I designed this poem called Picture Picture. Picture Picture. This poem is called Picture Picture. The purpose of this poem is to revisit images that were projected to our ancestors. Picture no picture, yes picture, well I no picture. Picture no picture, no picture, well I yes picture. Become still a picture, the picture that them used to feature. Preacher, preacher, yes preacher. What about the images they used to feature? What about the things they used to teach me teacher? Creatures with wings out of the sky. Picture no picture, yes picture, well I no picture. Picture no picture, no picture, well I yes picture. Become still a picture, the picture that they used to feature. Preacher, preacher, yes preacher. What about the images they used to feature? What about the things they used to teach me teacher? Creatures that brings out of the sky, them a fly. With sword in a hand, them a descend upon the land. Preacher, preacher, yes preacher. Them the images dirty, but now them late. So no expect them to fermentate. Nothing never ever lasts forever. So might as well you scrap the endeavor. From them the image may have to migrate. Because me can't afford to lose my faith. Picture no picture, yes picture, well I no picture. Picture no picture, no picture, well I yes picture. Because still a picture, the picture that them used to feature. Preacher, preacher, yes preacher. We make you stop feature the images you used to feature. Yet I teach the same things to me teacher. Preacher, preacher, yes preacher. What about the snake with it talk to Eve and cause Adam forget this seed? Preacher, preacher, yes preacher. The youths them say them shocked and amazed. All people used to gaze in a sword fight days. But nowadays it's gone them a free. So them the creatures would have to flee. Preacher, preacher, yes preacher. Might as well you go deliberate. About them the images you need to update. If I was you, tell you what I would do. Instead of sword, would have give them chopper. Take off the wings and put them in a helicopter. And me say, picture no picture, yes picture, well I no picture. Picture no picture, no picture, well I yes picture. Because still a picture, the picture that them used to feature. Excuse me. You feeling all right?
Oh, yeah.
I wonder if I'm not getting to you yet. Get vexed. You know, so often in Jamaica, I don't know if it takes place in Bahamas, where I would say that we Africans in particular, we don't really know how to raise our self-esteem, but we certainly know how to lower it. You know, there's a verse in the Bible that says, where there is no vision, the people perish. Let me say, Vision without action is daydreaming, and action without vision is a nightmare. You want me to repeat it? Vision without action is daydreaming, and action without vision is a nightmare. You know, so often, because we don't control our temper, we have a way of doing things we should be doing. You know, and then most of the time, we have the audacity to blame the other person. She make me get vexed. If so, she wouldn't do this. You know, in the name of that people just kind of doing things that they should not be doing in the name of getting vexed. And I say it kind of come to self-control. We need to control the temper. Yeah, we need to have self-control. In other words, I'm challenging. Why don't we get vexed and start with some good things? Instead of doing, every time we hear someone get vexed, it's like something wrong, something that they shouldn't do, they do. Why don't we get vexed and do something positive? So that is the purpose of get vexed. You should endeavor not to lose your temper, because you may get vexed. Oh, what a disgrace upon the human race. Mary get vexed and her sister a cheers. James get vexed and box Johnny nine face. Bobby get vexed, so him a mash down the place. You know, say me no understand what I want. How me get vexed from the day born. Well, some people just get vexed. And as them get vexed, they make wrong flex. After do something wrong for sure, say them strong. But when vex come along, me just sing a love song. Control me weakness, sure say me strong. Me no act like a clown and let myself down. Me no go on like Rex ready for bite, cause me vex. You fi stop gaze and start change your way. When make you no get vexed and live like you should, you fi get vexed and start to sound good. Stop by behind your pride and make peace abide. When make you no get vexed and smile with yourself, you fi get vexed and develop self-confidence. You no happy and full because you lose control. When make you no get vexed and no worry get vexed, you fi get vexed and no go on like Rex. You know say you no right it, you will put up a fight. When make you no get vexed and no let off no steam, you fi get vexed and start live your dream. You know say me no understand what I want. How me get vexed from the moment me born? Well, some people just get vexed. And as they get vexed, they make wrong flex. After do something wrong, for sure say them strong. But when vex come along, me just sing a love song. Control me weakness, sure say me strong. Me no act like a clown and let myself down. Me no go on like Rex, ready for bite, cause me vex. Enjoying yourself. This book now is called Mad Made. Mad Made in particular is for people, individuals that claim that they are bad people. Like in Jamaica, you have a world of people and they are bad man. And I am thinking that you don't care how you claim that you're bad. You still have to be moving beneath the umbrella called code. Like for instance, you don't care you're bad, you have to cross the road, code. You don't care you're bad, you want good things to happen to you. You know, so that's just how it is. Mad made. You see me, You think me easy? How will the bad man them there? Is to them me have something to say. How will the bad man them there? Is to them me have something to say. Most youths nowadays claim them a bad man, but me know a certain thing them not understand. That's why them are traveling and sinking sand. Them are messing at them nest while them add to the stress. Morally deranged, that's why them so strange. Morally blind, that's why them mankind. My youth, see you upon the corner, you are brother and you are boy. You are talk the most about your lethal force, but a chalk you are talk while you walk in the dark, if you check how you are flow. Some people where you don't know, them a play domino. And when me take a check for them brains you blow, baby mother run under bed. She ball out me dead. When me take a check, you shoot her in her head. The old lady she have a church. You rob her person, you put her in her hearse. So you do that. You move like a rat. You're morally blind, that's why you're unkind. You're morally deranged, that's why you're so strange. How will the bad man them there? Is to them may have something to say. How will the bad man them there? Is to them may have something to say. Most youths nowadays claim them a bad man, but me know a certain thing them not understand. That's why them are traveling a sinking sand. Them are messing at them nest while them are to the street. Morally deranged, that's why them so strange. Morally blind, that's why the mankind. My youth, that a lie upon the truth and that really not cute. Done? You say you are a bad man, it's yourself you are can't. Tell me, you are a bad man because you keep people where you don't know. Bad because you put granny down below. Bad because you make baby mother stop glow. Bad because you make innocent blood flow blow. You take life for your joke. Tell me, oh you are a bad man but you love good man. Claim your bad, you want your picnic grow good. Bad but you have to cross the road good. Bad but is good if they expect to do you. When you star you show, make innocent blood flow, the one you feel know, say you see them when you sow, them start to grow. So sooner or later you go get your blow. You say you are a bad man, you have to slide to the side and run and go high. Because real bad man commit suicide. How will the bad man them there? Is to them, me have something to say. How will the bad man them there? Is to them, me have something to say. Because most youths nowadays claim them a bad man, but me know a certain thing them not understand. That's why them are traveling a sinking sand. Them are messing at them nests while them are to the street. Morally deranged, that's why them so straight. Morally blind, that's why the mankind. How will the bad man them there? Is to them, we don't say with me I say. How will the bad man them there? Is to them, we don't say with me I say. Ebony. You should know that ebony means black. But there's so much of the Africans that want to live within another race. So they're trying to do that by bleaching their complexion. Yes, ebony. Ebony seemed smart, though confident she lacked. Believing life was holding her back, simply because she was too black. Therefore she did what she had to do to get rid of her embarrassing youth. Now she's standing tall, like a shadow on the wall. Feeling proud, she stares in the mirror and shouts aloud, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is fairest of them all?" Ebony, your shadow is mocking you. I guess you need to bleach it too. Ebony is immersed in emotional quicksand. Therefore, she decides to relinquish her brand. Like a fairy in a fairy tale, she wants to be Alice in Wonderland. She tries to bridge a gap, but is trapped in her mental swap shop. Against her will, she decides to plot, striving to be the person she is not. Ebony, the shadow is mocking you. Guess you need to bleach it too. The message is clear. Ebony is trapped in fear, in contention with her own intention, and need to show she don't know which way to go. Conscious, subconscious, it don't even occur to her that she's living a blur. Complexion, to be in the race, her body she chooses to deface. Subversion, fraudulent conversion, with white out she's trying to black out self-doubt. Distraction, attractive distraction, her passion for fashion keeps her in traction. Ebony, your shadow is mocking you. I guess you need to bleach it too. Ebony, it's a disgrace to betray your race. No need to drift to the edge of the cliff, trying to dilute the truth, or lower your self-esteem just to live a dream. To yourself, you need to be true by the things you choose to do. Whatever you have become, you need to see why you yearn to set yourself free. Indeed, you've been in trouble if you don't burst the bubble and return to the star you truly are. Ebony, your shadow is mocking you. I guess you need to bleach it too. Ebony, your attitude determines your altitude. Why don't you take stock of the thoughts that are holding you back? Wherever there is doubt, I think you should get it out. Yourself you need to inspire to eradicate false desire. Instead of trying to hide your identity, you need to dig into your dignity and begin to live with integrity. Ebony, your shadow is mocking you. I guess you need to bleach it too. Oh, shadow, shadow on the wall, you cause me to wonder and ponder why you don't care to be feared. Whether it is day or night, or the object is black or white, the truth you insist to mock, because you always appear in black. Perhaps you have lost your sight, and so try to make things right by casting shadows on the night. Ebony, your shadow is mocking you. I guess you need to bleach it too. Ebony is a kind of favorite poet. Most people love Ebony. But Ebony is kind of highlighting one point, one particular point, and it is the fact that whether you're black or you're white, your shadow always appears black. Yes. So in other words, a white house, when you look at the shadow, it's gonna be a black house. And a black house, still gonna be a black house. You look at a black car, the shadow is gonna show black. And a white car is still gonna show black. A white man's shadow is a black shadow. A black man's shadow is still a black shadow. So that's the main point of. So nothing wrong in being black, because there was a saying that it begins with a black hole. Yes, and so therefore we need to appreciate our color. Yes, black. You know, sometimes I wonder why the word knowledge, they call it knowledge when it's still, they pronounce it knowledge when really it's K-N-O-W-L-E-D-G, knowledge. But I wonder why they call it knowledge. Perhaps they need to spell education another way. H-E-A-D-U-C-A-T-I-O-N instead of E-D. You know, it kind of don't make no sense when E-D, that they leave, H-A, they leave off H-A. H-A, H-A, ha-ha, like you're laughing, you know. H-E-A-D. Yeah, you see, there are some things that are so wrong. And sometimes you have to wonder now why they use the word right. It's kind of like the person use the word right. You wonder why the politician right. Teachers say right. You know, what's wrong with why they don't use the word correct? As far as I'm concerned, right means authority. Who give you the right to do something? Better yet, right is the opposite of left. Yeah? Right is the opposite of left. Well, you know, correct is just a different word. We have what we have used in academics, academic capital sense, but you have common sense, you know. Common sense is the most uncommon sense that we use. Yeah? You get me? Yeah. The River the Roses, which is the final poem. The River the Roses. The breeze execute the flame of the last stick of March. Therefore, I decided to secure a few of his matches. On approaching him, the realization dawned on me that he had been present on my every visit to the river. Wordlessly, he gave me a few sticks of match. I was about to depart, but was compelled to inquire why he came to the river so often. He raised both hands, pleading for silence. We were silent for the space of about 2 minutes. Finally, he uttered the word, praises. And when he spoke to me, he said, the river is my solace. Even memory of the river brings life to me. My friend, I see the river as a cleanser of my spirit. He cast his eyes upon the river and pointed at the water. Then said he, look. I looked and saw a flower passing by the top of the running water. Then said he, do you observe how she lay surrender? Admire how frail she be, how she still maintains supremacy. He beckoned to me to accompany him further up the river. I followed him to the tree from which the flowers had fallen. Carefully, he placed 3 roses in his left palm. Then said he, look, look and see and admire. None of their petals are broken. Likewise, I'm cast down by the tempest, but my spirit has not been broken. And when my lot find no favor in me, I've got a river to carry my tears to the sea. Well, I've exhausted the poems. I think I can give it up Brata. Brata in Jamaica means one more. Every now and again my thoughts transcend, and I return to the start, wondering when it will end. Every now and again I stumble into myself. That's when I fall apart and I break my own heart. Every now and again, with myself I disagree. That's when I wonder why, and then I ask me why before I try. Brother. Well, I've exhausted a list of poems, so I'm going to turn it over to Antoinette Seymour, and I'm subjected to questions. I will answer your questions. So.
How conversation.
How do you remember all that work?
Yeah.
How do you remember all that work? Even from 40 years ago?
From each time I prepare, then good question. Each time I prepare, because I have a series of over 50 poems that I was write more than 40 years, some poems in 50 years ago. You know, so each time when I go into a show, I kind of select a particular poems, set of poems, because I more or less know all of the poems then, but I'm not able to just memorize or deliver the whole of them. We were 50, 60 poems that I have just like that. So like this show, I kind of select out a amount that will kind of be pertinent, you know, and then I kind of rehearse those poems. Yeah, so it's just, you have to remember, you know. So, any other question?
Are any of your poems published?
Huh?
Are any of your poems published?
Yes. I published, I have a book of poems that also go with a CD, yeah, with a voice. So each poem you have a voice with it. But that's just about 12 poems, and I need to kind of increase it. And instead of just having the voice, I need to put the video to it. Yes.
What about Ebony? What encouraged you to write that?
You know, I tell you, I'm really hungry when I see my race trying to race for another race. You know, I'm really hungry about it. You know, in the Ebony in particular, I dedicated, now Jamaica we don't love to say dedicate. So I dedicate that poem to my youngest daughter. She's Sheba. Yes, and for the sake of the record, Miss Tamara Seymour. We just stand. That's my third daughter. Yes, I have 4 daughters, so daughter number 3. Yes. Yeah, as I say, I'm definitely hungry when I see my race trying to race for another race. You know, it cannot make no sense. So, and then my daughter, who is actually a clear complexion, as clear, I think she's even clearer than Tamara. Yes. And she still bleeds. It cannot get to me. Why she do it? You know? And so when I was composing Ebony, and I was saying it to her, she said, Spolly, as long as life lives, he not stop bleed. However, since composed, finalized Ebony, and I was showing it to her. I was even showing her that whether you're black or whatever, your complexion still always that at that particular time she was saying, look at, she looked and said, become a brown and my shadow still black. You know, like she was marveling to know that, you know. And since then, I don't know if the effect that Ebony Havana kind of counteract her, that she called me and said, Spolly, you know what happened? Stop bleach now. Yeah, so that's the result of Ebony. So I think it needs to get in more Cooks and Khan and Avenue, that is, especially the lady card. I see men that bleach also, but I kind of don't business about it. It's the ladies that because the women have a way of influencing the men. You know, let me say it this way. I come from a woman. I mean, I can enjoy myself, I have to go to a woman. So, yes, I'm trying to, yeah, the women are the true strength, the true controller, you know. So, many of the problems that we have in the world, women can't solve it, but they don't know. They don't know. Because some of every man weak to some man or the other. You know, so like what the bleaching that the men are doing now. I see there is a style in Jamaica where the men, I see one and two of it in the Bahamas, where the men wear their pants way down here. And you see ladies like they're probably walking with them, you know. If the lady say, I'm not walking with you, you know, you're looking, you gotta get off. You can't get me on your pants like that. That style would change, trust me. You know, so the ladies are too tolerant. They need to kind of put some hip in them sticks.
I want to know how you write, because okay, in the poetry there's music, there's song in it, and there's a story in it, and so when you're writing, like what do you see? Do you hear the song, or do you conceptually get the story and then you start to write? Like what happens when you're about to put that on paper? Where does that come from?
Well, a poem can be just an idea, you know. It can be just an idea that I develop. Let me say that an idea is a gift from God. Because that camera in his hand, it was just an idea in someone's head. The chair that you sit on was an idea, you know. So this building was just an idea in someone's head. So I'm thinking that if you're gonna get a gift from God, you're gonna be wealthy, you're gonna be wealth. The money ain't gonna just drop. Don't keep it ain't gonna just drop from up the sky. You have to use get an idea, then you use a tactics and a strategy with that idea to get going. So most of the time the poems, when I conceive a poem, it's just an idea. And then like the idea is a skeleton, and then I kind of find a way of putting flesh to that idea. Flesh, in other words, like the word. Like the Bible says in the beginning there was the word, and then the word was made flesh. Yeah, so I have the idea, and then I put flesh to the idea. Yes, but what I do is try to, because I realize people admire when a thing rhymes. So I try to kind of say what I'm saying. Yeah, with rhyme, put rhyme in my lines, you know, and try to kind of get it. Now I'm doing the poems. So many poet, you know, if you say you're a poet and you don't perform a poem, it's like you don't move it from the page to the stage. So there's some people have good poems, but they're just shy to perform them. So they give other people to do the performing section of it, which in this lady laughing like she has some poem, but she said but I'm telling myself that everyone have some aspect of poetry in them, something they see where you just think it and you don't put it on paper. I begin by realizing that you put the words on the paper, but what is really important, put a date beside it. You know, and you can develop from that. Because you may write something now, 20 years from this, when you take it up and you see the date, maybe you could put something more to it, but you know, that's the whole issue about writing is to date it, put a date beside it. That's why consideration is like saying that think about what you're thinking about one thing, think again about it, and you see something else that you didn't see. You think about, even a book, if you read a book one time, and you go back and you read the book, it's something here. You didn't even realize that. And if you read the book again, you still get further insight. So we need to monitor our thoughts. Think about what you're thinking about, because some things are just not supposed to be thinking about them. Because anything you think about, you're giving it energy. And sometimes, like, let me break it down, like sometimes it's some people say, well, not like she, you know, because she too bossy. And there you go, just thinking about it. Instead of thinking that you could just say, me like myself, and you start to do some thinking about some people you like or yourself, because when you're thinking about negative things, you're inviting it in your life. So many times, we can live your life, in this oh sweet life. You could be living it in your past, or you can be living it in your future. And the two words that connect with it is that you can live in your memory. Things that happen, every time you go and do something, it have a reference with something. Last time you do this, it feels, so you kind of looking for it to feel again. You know, so many times we pray. So many times we pray, and you still don't think that the prayer is going to take place. You need to monitor your thoughts and stop doing things like that. Yeah, just simple. Yes, monitor your thoughts. Think about what you're thinking about. Catch yourself thinking negative things and zap them. Immediately, just find yourself think, you zap it. And put your mind on something first. Because you can't live in your imagination. You can't live in your future. Part of what I'm saying and doing is, I imagine it taking place like this. Yes. I didn't say because so much times I feel, that means I am a failure because I feel so much time. You know? And I need to say again that all I'm saying, it kind of comes to two words: entitlement and empowerment. Those two words are two critical words that we need to look into them. Because no one can tell you what you're entitled to. You have to see in life what you're entitled to. So many times people live below the radar because they're comparing with, why this better than nothing. You know, you need to compare with something. This is as good as that. Instead, when you're saying, why this better than nothing, you're accepting defeat. Yeah, definitely. So you need to compare with something, you know. And there is, as I get back to entitlement and empowerment, you need to identify what you're entitled to. Until you know what you're entitled to, you don't settle for nothing less. For instance, if I was to say to you that your friend and I was in foreign and I come and meet one of my friends, and I say to him that, you know what, I know you're broke and you need some money. Well, I'm going to give Tom some money to give you. Now, say for instance, I give Tom $10,000 to give you. But Tom paid for 5. And when him come and give you 5, you'll be so glad. You just take it. Perhaps you buy him a drink out of it. Perhaps you give him something out of it. That is because I just say, I'm going to give him something, some money to give you. But if I had said to you that I'm going to give Tom $10,000 to give you, And when Tom come with 5, you gonna reject? No, it's 10 we supposed to get. We don't want 5. It's 10 the man tell him gonna give me 10. So I don't want 5. And you put up, you're not accepting the 5. Because you know you're entitled to 10. You fight for it. But when you don't know, you just accept what you get. So, entitlement is a title where no one can give you. You're going to have to give yourself that title. That's a title you will have to give yourself. The power of empowerment is another power no one can give you. Anytime you say what you're entitled with, what you're entitled to, you give yourself the power. Because no one cannot give you the power of empowerment. Don't care what I say to you now. If you don't decide to yourself, yes, I'm going to turn on my empowerment light, you'll never be empowered. You know, don't care what I say to you and kind of want you to accept something. You won't accept what you're entitled to. You will have to turn on the light of entitlement and the light of empowerment within yourself. You know, there are two.
Sharing your talent. That's for you. Oh, so thank you, Spolly. It's an amazing evening. The flyer actually said that it was going to be a riveting evening, and so it was. Wouldn't everybody agree? Yes. I'd also thank my flesh and blood brother, also known as Black Fire or Fire, for delivering the welcome and introduction. Thanks, Al. And I'd like to thank the 3 organizers of this event, and that's Andy, the son-in-law, Andy Seymour, Tammy, the daughter, Tammy Seymour, and there's a 3rd organizer. Ooh, I think Antoinette Seymour. But it's a pleasure organizing this event. But thanks to Andy and Tammy for co-organizing the event. Now, enough of thanking the Seymour generation. Let's thank the other contributors. We thank COB for allowing us to use the premises, and thank security, thank the photographers, especially Derek Smith, photographer, and anyone else who contributed in any way, whether it's refreshments or anything else. And last, but like we say, not least, thanks to all of you for partaking in this brilliant evening. Thanks, give yourself an applause.